Okay. All right. We are
Did it.
here.
You have done it, Squeeze.
We are live, man. Come on, enjoy the camera, man. We're live on the radio, 93.5 WPIP FM. We're live on Facebook, of course. Adam Handler, welcome to your show, Cruisin with a Case Handler. Wagwan, what's up?
Good morning, my brother. Good morning. You got to fiddle with your audio a little bit because you're not as clear and crystal clear as you normally are. So juice up your input and let's hear that that voice that's been talking to the Caribbean community since 1996.
Why? Hold on.
There we go. There's our guy.
I think I know what. Is that better?
Much better, brother.
That's
much
what
better.
I'm talking about.
Listen, if it's not for good production, you know, what is it? What is it for? You know, we are attorneys. We are Pollack, Isaac DeSico. I'm your boy, the case handler, Adam Handler. And you are officially now cruising with the case handler. I got a very funny story about that. We'll talk about it in a second. But yes, cruising with the case handler, a show by attorneys for you folks out there to get your questions answered over the phone, no strings attached, for 100% free. Immigration, personal injury, real estate, criminal, family law. You got a legal problem, we got a legal solution. You got a legal question. Nelson, what we got?
We got a legal answer.
There we go. We got to wake him up today. And we are Pollack, Isaac DeSico, otherwise known as PPID. And Squeeze, it is Friday. You've answered this correctly for 4 consecutive days. But you know what? We got to finish the week off strong. So I'll ask you for the 5th time. All right. Are you down with PPID?
Come on. You know me. I'm down with PPID. Oh, man. Ladies and gentlemen, once again, the show is called Cruisin with a Case Handler. We're going to be talking about personal injury. We're going to be talking about immigration. We've got some wonderful attorneys here today. We've got Nelson Madrid. You heard Adam Handler. Of course, you know, we've got Andrea here. I miss you. I haven't seen or heard from you in a few weeks now. What's happening, Andrea?
It's a lot of work, a lot of radio calls, a lot of questions. So I've been.
Yeah, I want to talk about that later. I want to hear about some of these questions that you're getting.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Well, let's just jump it off with the ladies, all right? Because ladies come first, all right? So let's jump it off. I don't know if you have any updates for us, you know, in this world of life or whatever it is that's going on out there, you know. Is there anything that you have that you want to say to the people out there on immigration? And I don't know if Nelson have anything to say either.
So I know you guys have been talking about it for the last week, but obviously the Biden plan on immigration, if everything goes smooth, it would be very beneficial. We have been receiving all of the updates, all of the information we've gotten from other attorneys and from other organizations are about all the changes that Trump made and how these changes can be fixed. For example, he's undertaken more than 400 executive actions on immigration alone, and how the pandemic basically gave him like the push to make even more changes. But a few of the questions I've gotten this week, for example, I have a client that has a U visa. Well, she's trying to get a U visa. So she wanted to know if Biden's plan would help. And so what I said was, basically he does have this plan to expand the U visa category. So instead of 10,000 people a year, he would give it to 30,000 people. So for example, that type of visa would be greatly, it would be a lot better. Basically, you wouldn't have to wait 4 or 5 years to get it. So it would reduce the waiting times. But that's one of the changes, as Conrad has been saying, and Nelson and everybody, that would take some time because it might require legislative action. So, and another thing that I think is interesting for all the listeners is the family immigration proposed changes. So a lot of the calls we get are people that want to petition for their relatives in Jamaica or in the Caribbean. And one of the proposed changes is that it would allow the people that have pending I-130s to come to the US on a tourist visa and stay here without having the whole immigrant intent while their petition is pending. or it's approved and the priority date becomes current. So a lot of people have children in Jamaica that are over 21. And so if you petition for them, it could take between 6-7 years for them to be able to come in. So the proposed change from Biden is that these people that have the approved family petition would come in and they can be here without having immigrant intent while their approved petition becomes current. So that's a big change that could be very beneficial for the listeners on the show. We can't hear you.
Once again, ladies and gentlemen, I'm sorry about that. Thank you. Andrea Scher, an attorney at the law offices Pollack, Isaac, and DeSico, PPID, and speaking on what she feels and what she knows and what she sees is happening out there. Nelson, you want to expand on that in any way? What Andrea is saying about the Biden plan? Got to unmute. Yeah.
I just want to make sure I don't cut anybody off and there's no hostility. These are proposed changes. There's a lot of proposed changes. I think it's going to basically come down to priority. What he feels is most important to do first. These things don't happen overnight. We're hoping many of these proposed changes will obviously happen while he is still president. But again, obviously, there are priorities. There's certain things that have to be addressed before others. And, obviously, I think he's being very enthusiastic. But we'll see. We'll see. But it's definitely, it's much better days ahead
than the days we had over the past 4 years.
Absolutely. We feel that, this is a turn in the right direction, and many positive things are, expected.
Absolutely. You just heard from Andrea and Nelson, ladies and gentlemen, top immigration attorneys at the firm PPID, Pollack, Isaac, and DeSico. It's Friday the 13th, but we won't let that get to us. What's attached to that. All right. It's a positive day. There's still many things that you can do. Tell you what, everyone that's watching this right now, reach out to the law firm. Get your immigration questions answered for free, and then you hire them. It's a phone consultation. All you got to do is call one number, schedule that consultation with an attorney like Andrea, like Nelson, and they'll answer your question. And then do the right thing by hiring them and don't play around. The number to call is 844-774-3529. That's 844-774-3529, 844-PPID-LAW. I'll be slow with the number. Someone complained to me yesterday about that. Squeeze, you're saying the number too fast. Okay, 844, I'm just kidding, 844-774-3529. We're going to flip it over to personal injury. Later on, we're going to come back. We're going to answer all your immigration questions, place them in the USA Immigration WhatsApp group, place them on Facebook, right here on any of the pages that you're watching. And also, of course, you can call 844-774-3529 if you are listening to 93.5 WVIP FM. Adam Handler is an attorney. Adam Handler says every day you've got one chance, one choice, and he's truly your case handler. He's also a partner at the firm. He runs the personal injury department. Adam, let's talk about accidents, which and you and I know we're going to have a lot of accidents this winter. It's going to be a bad winter. People are going to be out there driving around and all of that. Let's talk about accidents and why people should choose you. Why they should not choose someone who run up to the scene of the accident and give them a card that says legal consultant. Why should they not do that? Talk to me, Adam Handler. Talk to me, case handler. I call you the shark, but talk to me, man.
So many questions. So first of all, thanks so much for having me on. Ladies and gentlemen, listening on 93.5 FM, thank you so much for listening. Those of you watching on Facebook and other social media platforms, we do truly appreciate your following and your support of the show. It is nothing shy of amazing. And ladies and gentlemen, listening on the radio, if you can safely do so now or do so later, we would be most appreciative if you can check out the Case Handler on Facebook, the Case Handler on Instagram, and of course PPID on Facebook and Instagram as well. That would be awesome because you'd be connected to our firm. You can see, all these true life success stories that we post on a weekly basis. You know, life-changing money for life-changing injuries, real people with real problems that we've helped. Also, we post some pretty important information about changes in the law and changes in policy with respect to immigration. So a great way to be connected with our firm, another way to supplement what we provide here on this show, Cruising with Case Handler. The most important thing I can tell everybody out there about accidents is that you're never going to expect one to happen, right? We have thousands of stories that we can share over the 15 plus years that I've been doing personal injury work. And I can guarantee you that every single one of those individuals never thought in a million years that they'd wake up and get into a car accident, never thought that they'd go to that construction site and fall off that ladder or have somebody fall off a scaffold onto them. They never thought that they'd be walking down the street and trip and fall on a defect in the sidewalk and break their leg. But terrible, terrible things happen, unfortunately. I mean, we've learned that this year alone, and you have to be prepared. And the best way you can be prepared is having our number saved or knowing where to get it. You know, we used to say, save the number on the phone, save the number on the phone. Certainly, we ask you to do that. I mean, if you can dial 844-774-3529 or 844-PPID law and lock it into your phone, it's a very smart thing because it's one less thing to worry about when disaster strikes. But, you know, I get the reports every month. Thousands of people are Googling the case handler. Thousands of people are Googling PPID and getting connected to our practice and our phone number that way. So, you know, you really just have to remember the case handler, or you really just have to remember PPID. And that's one way you can protect yourself from being a victim twice. Because rest assured, when that terrible, unexpected accident happens, the insurance companies or those responsible for the accident are going to do everything they can to screw you and your family over, you know, to limit the amount of money you get for your medical bills, to limit the amount of money you get for your time out of work, and to limit the amount of money that you get for your pain and suffering. And if you want to maximize those categories, then I highly suggest you consider the case handler team to represent you in a personal injury case. And Squeeze, I've been doing this a long time. I've had yet to have one circumstance in which the other side has voluntarily done the right thing. It just doesn't happen. You know, I've had that before. Guy gets hurt at work, his boss tells him, oh, don't worry, we got you. You're a good worker. You've been with us for years. You know, send me the medical bills. You know, we'll cut you a check every week until you're back on your feet. And that happened for like 3 weeks. And then on the 4th week, it stopped. And next thing you do, he winds up in my office. And I said, listen, I told you so. You know, his wife had called us earlier on when the accident first happened. Well, he doesn't want to sue. He doesn't want to, you know, file a claim. They say they're going to take care of him. I'm like, all right, well, call me if proves not to be true. And, you know, 4 weeks later, that's exactly what it was. We actually settled that case over the summer for $925,000. So we do some amazing things here. But it all starts with having that number saved. And with respect to those individuals that come up to you at the scene of the accident, those legal consultants, you know, we just talked about it.
But before you expand on that,
yeah,
I want for you to address something. And it's very prevalent in my community, Caribbean community. People get into accidents, you know, and the first thing they say is like, no, I don't want to sue anybody. I don't want to sue anyone. That's not good. That's not nice. You know, that's not, this is a very, very, very common one. Jesus would not like me to do that. God would not like me to sue.
People have called me.
Sue anybody. And I'm like, what?
People have called me and they like, I'm calling you. I'm like, why? Like, well, my pastor called me.
Exactly.
And he said he can try to work it out for us. I'm like, does your pastor work for Geico? Because otherwise there's no working it out. Listen, I understand love thy neighbor.
Yes.
But that's why we have insurance.
But you get hurt. That's the reason why
you got insurance.
That's the reason why you have the insurance. The insurance company is the one that's paying. All right. But I'll let you finish up, Adam.
No, I mean, listen, that's exactly right. The insurance company is paying you. You pay every month. And if you're late on a payment, you know, they let you know about it. The insurance companies love taking the money. They don't love paying it out.
Right.
They've got a business to run, but you know, you have real life problems, and that's why you got to have the case handler representing you.
But that's the reason why you pay that money. The reason why you pay that money is just in case of that accident. That's it. You're not just paying that money just to have insurance on the vehicle.
Yeah.
The reason why you're paying the money is, God forbid, people get hurt.
Yep.
You know?
I mean, listen, you can feel bad, suing somebody. You can feel bad bringing a case, but how bad will you feel when all of a sudden you're facing eviction because you can't meet your rent? Or how bad do you feel when you are constantly getting phone calls and letters that this medical bill is unpaid and that medical bill is unpaid? Or how bad are you going to feel when you're on your couch and you can barely get up because your back is spasming out of control and you can't even make it to your own kitchen to prepare yourself a meal? Those are situations that we deal with on a regular basis here, ladies and gentlemen. Serious accidents, serious representation, often imitated, but never duplicated. Your boy, the case handler. 844-774-3529, 844-774-3529.
Absolutely. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, Adam Handler right here on, of course, Cruising with a Case Handler, show on personal injury and immigration. And we're speaking about accidents, and every one of you need to actually dial that number, store that number. God forbid you get hurt in an accident. You need an excellent attorney to handle your case who knows what they're doing. He has done it, ladies and gentlemen, for well over 15 years and settled well over $125 million. But you were about to say something about people rolling up to people at the scene of the accident.
Yeah, real quick, because I want to get back to the immigration stuff. But
right.
we got a case a couple of days ago. The lady came to our office, and she said she has an attorney. She has a broken orbital bone, which is right here, major injury, and she has an attorney. She's like, I haven't heard from the attorney. I never met the attorney. I just spoke to a paralegal a couple of times who asked me for my information, and I have no idea what's happening with my case. I said, who's your lawyer? And she handed me a business card. And I said, well, how did you find these people? Oh, well, this guy came up to me at the scene of the accident and handed me this business card. And she actually had the business card. And whatever, I'm not even going to get into it. But it says a name, and then it says legal consultants. And when she calls that number, they then referred her to this law firm, right? Ladies and gentlemen, if anybody comes up to you at the scene of the accident, I highly
But is that
suggest,
legal? Is that legal?
It's not legal. It violates the ethical rules for lawyers here in the state of New York. It's total BS. And you get suckered in, and they make a fee, I guess, by getting your case over to the lawyer. But these aren't lawyers. They don't know anything about how to litigate a case. They've never tried a case, right? They can't step foot in a courtroom with any legitimacy. So guys, don't fall for it. It sounds, sometimes it sounds too good to be true. It generally is. And if you've ever had a case in which somebody's rolled up to you to see the accident in the emergency room, I think very long and hard. Is that the type of lawyer that you want representing you and your family? They're already starting off by cheating and to get you as a client. What the hell do you think they're going to do when it comes time to settling your case? Really? Right, come on. Be smart, guys.
There you go. Spoken like a true and a real attorney and a good attorney. Adam Handler, your accident attorney. Adam Handler, your personal injury attorney. Store his number. His number, once again, is 844-774-3529. That's 844-774-3529. Okay, let's flip it.
Hold on 1 second. No true success story today?
Yeah.
Maybe we'll do it. You know what? For those listening right now on 93.5, check out the Facebook page. We'll do it after. We flip top of the hour. How's that?
I was gonna say I feel slighted.
I got a juicy one. No. Listen, we're gonna give you and everybody else exactly what they want. But I want to get. Conrad's always busting my chops that I'm. Taking up too much time. Now, he's probably watching right now laughing. Let's give immigration. Maybe we'll do it right before the top of the hour. I tell you what, let's get to some immigration information.
Very quickly, Squeeze. Before we go into a question, I just want to add to something Adam said. I've had clients come to my office and told me that their previous attorney told them that there are 3 immigration judges and they are best friends with 2 of the 3 immigration judges. That is also illegal and unethical because you're leading your client to believe that you can somehow influence the outcome of his case. But these things happen. This is real.
Illegal.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. But some people are swayed by that. Some people believe that, and for the record, they're not 3 immigration judges. In the non-detained docket, there's over 30 judges. And I highly doubt they all have different personalities. I highly doubt anyone is personal friends with all 30 of them, but this is a sales pitch. This is the dream that some people sell, which is unfortunate and sad, but
I've seen and heard those stories where someone said, yeah, man, I know someone in immigration that can get you your papers, get you a green card, get you a passport, get you all of that. And, we come from cultures that tend to believe that because of corruption and all of that from past, experiences and so forth. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the United States of America. And I'm not saying that there isn't corruption, but I'm telling you, fly your ass straight or you'll go to jail, straight to jail. All right. Fly straight. All right. I'm serious about that. Don't play around. All right. And more importantly, just get yourself a good attorney. That's the reason why they went to college. All right. That's the reason why they went to law school. Let them do the work. All right. 844-774-3529. That's 844-774-3529. This is interesting. I don't think that question is relevant. Question about insurance. Do you have to get it before the interview? Is it possible to buy it and activate it only at the time you're about to go to the U.S.? Do you have any advice for good insurance agency for immigrants? What's that all about?
That could be for the consular process. Now they're asking, because this is all because of the public charge rule and all these proposed changes. They want to see that people have insurance when they come. So some people can get travel insurance, or other people would need to at least apply. So if you don't have insurance or you can't get it, you need to show them that you will get it as soon as you possibly can. So maybe that's what they're trying to say or ask.
Okay. All right. 844-774-3529. Here's another question. If I'm not yet approved for USCIS, can I try for an expedite? I am F2A category. My husband petitioned for me. I have a minor child with me who is a permanent resident that was supposed to return to the United States since July. But due to the pandemic, she is still with me. Borders in our country are still closed, but they have exemptions now with connecting flights. One of my concerns as a mother is putting my child on a flight during this pandemic. Is there any way things could work for me?
So the F2A is spouses and children of permanent residents, and that's current right now. So if it's not approved and it's not outside of the processing times, there's not really a lot you can do. You have to wait. If it's outside of the processing times, meaning if the approval has been taking 2 years or a long time, then you can try to do something. But other than that, I don't know that there's anything else you can do.
Okay. All right. All right. Adam, you want to squeeze in that true success story? We'll come back to, I think I got a couple more immigration questions here. That's Andrea, ladies and gentlemen. She's one of the attorneys at PPID. Make sure you call now, book a phone consultation with her, all right, or Nelson Madrid, the Maverick. The number is 844-774-3529. That's 844-774-3529. Nelson and myself, we're having withdrawals right now. So let's go to Adam Handler on the personal injury side.
Oh man! All right, let's give the people what they want. Let's get it done. So this is Elizabeth. We settled this case about a year ago. Love the smiling faces. We got Sandra Taylor, my rock star head paralegal there. We have Elizabeth and we got Matt Goodstein taking the picture with her. She didn't want the settlement disclose the exact amount to protect herself, but. Let's talk about this case, and we can start by reading that quote, Squeeze.
My team was amazing. Adam and Sandra helped me with the case, and they both were a great motivator. The case handler team kept me updated until the very end. I recommend Adam Handler to anyone with a personal injury case. This law firm is the best. If you want results, go to PPID, 844-774-3529. And Elizabeth from Manhattan, confidential settlement. And whenever I see confidential settlement, I know it's a lot of money.
Yeah, it's big. It's usually pretty big because they don't want the neighbors and the family knowing about it. So, this is another perfect example, Squeeze, of you know, you never know when disaster is going to strike. I mean, this is a case in which she's a front seat passenger in an SUV when another vehicle coming the other way makes a turn right in front of them, hits their car, and in the car she's in crashes into a tree. I mean, can you see the photograph right there?
Yeah, I see that. I'm like, that looks like something from a movie.
It absolutely does. I mean, whenever I see pictures like that, like literally I say, you know, I see you, you've got a guardian angel because you should be dead. I mean, these photographs are wonderful pieces of evidence, but they're also very real reminders that, you know, as you know what happens, poo happens, and you got to be prepared. And she's, you know, knew about us for years, through the community, through hearing us on the radio, through hearing about other cases that we've settled, and she made the very smart decision, you know, not to go with the jerk that rolled up to her at the scene of the accident, but went to go with a real attorney, a fighter, somebody that's been doing this their entire career, somebody that has family that's been doing it for nearly 100 years. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Adam Handler. I am your case handler. I'm a third generation attorney. My grandfather started practicing in 1932, nearly 100 years ago. Your family's not going to be in the legal business in New York City for nearly 100 years if you're not the real deal. And if you want the real deal, you call 844-774-3529 or 844-PPID-LAW. If that's not important to you, go with the person that rolls up to you at the scene of the accident. Go with the person that you hear in a few minutes on top of the hour. That choice is up to you, but I wish you folks the best of luck if you don't go with what you believe to be the best possible attorney fighting for you and your family.
Adam Handler, folks.
Adam,
He's
how
your
much
accident
does
attorney.
it cost to retain you?
A lot of money.
Nelson, that's an excellent question, sir.
It's a lot of money.
Nothing. No, Squeeze, a
What?
lot of money. The only thing that's a
What?
lot of money right now, Squeeze,
What?
is that suit you're wearing, okay? No,
guy.
it is absolutely no charge to retain my services. I work on a contingency fee, meaning I get paid if and only if I'm successful for you. So there's no money out of pocket. If I win your case, I earn my fee. If nothing comes out of the case, you go your way, I go my way, and hopefully we're still friends. But there's no risk to you, no reason why you shouldn't have what Squeeze and the other DJs on this radio station believe to be the best personal injury to represent you.
Another question, Adam. What if I have a lawyer and I'm not happy with my lawyer's services? How difficult is it for me to switch?
It's as easy as the individual that came to our office last week, switching from the attorney that she got from the legal consultant that came up to her at the scene of the accident. So as long as you have a pen, actually, you know what? Screw it. You come to my office, I'll give you a pen to sign the papers. You sign a few papers, and all of a sudden you're a case handler client. All of a sudden you're a PPID client.
I'm telling you, man. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, you've got to call 844-774-3529. 844-774-3529. Make that link, make that call. I wonder if you guys could squeeze this one in before the top, in under 60 seconds. If someone married to a U.S. citizen and divorced because of financial abuse, can they get a green card?
It depends how long ago they divorced. If they divorced within 2 years and they have evidence of the abuse, they've suffered abuse, etc., then they could try for a VAWA. But I mean, it just depends on how long they've been divorced and all of that.
Yeah, I think they should actually call.
Yes.
You see, you know, we want people to actually call the law firm, ask these questions, and if you can be helped, hire Nelson, hire Andrea, let them do the dirty work. They love doing that kind of dirty work. That's the reason why, once again, they went to school. So call them now, 844-774-3529. Prior results for that guarantee similar outcome. We'll continue on Facebook, ladies and gentlemen. Stay with us right here. It's 10 o'clock. All right. Okay, so let's continue. We have a few more questions here.
Yeah, I saw them. A lot of people posting on Facebook this morning. I love to see the activity. That's awesome. That means that people are actually, sharing the page and really putting it out there, and we're answering them. So, ladies and gentlemen, if you're on Facebook right now and you're not getting your question answered, just of course give us a call and we'll take care of that question for you. But let's go through some of these questions we're getting.
Absolutely. All right. So we've got My wife's mom is old and needs taking care of. She can't stay here permanently, but she's been here visiting for a few months now. My brother-in-law claims that if she goes back to Mexico for a week or so, she can turn right back around and come stay with us. I'm not sure that's accurate, so I wanted to know if there's a limit on how long someone can come visit and how long they can come stay before they can. I think we had that question yesterday. All right, but go ahead.
So if she has a tourist visa, then the maximum time they let you stay would be 6 months, or you can file an extension and stay longer. But the issue with that, which actually I had a call yesterday, going back and coming in quickly like that can lead to an immigration officer to think that you have immigrant intent, which is a violation of your visa. So if they find that you have immigrant intent, you could be detained or sent right back. They can revoke your visa. So you have to be careful. Officers, I actually had a call last night from a family friend. He was traveling from Colombia and he had stayed 5 months before. He worked on the visa and somehow they found out. And when he was at the airport, they detained him and they told him, you worked, you made money, you did this, you did that. They knew everything and they sent him right back. So you have to be careful with that type of stuff. But if they have status, they could try to petition for the mother, obviously. So
Absolutely. Once again, folks, get a free phone consultation by calling the firm at 844-774-3529. Schedule that consultation with one of the phenomenal attorneys that we have. All right. I think I have one more question here. It says, my girlfriend and I were married on November the 5th of this year, recently. We have had a relationship for the last year with her traveling from Europe to the United States 4 different times. Her ESTA visa is up on November the 10th, and we do not want to separate again. What is the process to get her a change in status so she may stay in the United States? Is it a problem if a visa expires while we go through the immigration process?
it depends. Is the person petitioning for her a resident or a citizen? If they're a citizen, she should be okay to adjust status. With ESTA is a little bit complicated because I believe you can appeal or something if you're denied. I don't know, Nelson, can you add on that?
Yeah, so ESTA is basically some countries allow their citizens to travel to and from the United States without a visa. ESTA is exactly that. The issue with ESTA is if your case is denied, basically one of the conditions of allowing you to enter the United States with a visa is that you will not contest removability. So if this person were hypothetically put into removal proceedings, well, they wouldn't be put into removal proceedings because they can't contest removability. Because as a condition to entering the United States without a visa, you're basically waiving all rights to contest removability. You know, as Andrea said, there are a lot of facts that we would need that in order to better answer the question, you know, how long did they wait after she arrived in the United States before they got married? You know, obviously, is he a permanent resident? Is he a citizen? So there's a lot more information that we would need to better answer that question.
Okay, great, beautiful. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, this has been Cruising with the Case Handler. And that's Adam Handler himself, the top personal injury attorney, of course, in this hemisphere, in my opinion.
Wow, that's a big one. This hemisphere.
Yeah. You
Wow.
know?
Why not the whole world?
Hey, good.
He's working on that.
Very good
He's
point.
working
Yeah,
on
what
that.
the hell, man? Why not the whole world?
He's working on that. He's working on that.
The greatest personal injury lawyer in the human race. Okay.
Human race. All right. Okay.
Listen, David, and very quickly, just to add to that, I just thought about something. You know, if you marry someone and file for them before being married for more than 2 years, that person would get a conditional green card. A conditional green card is valid for 2 years. 3 months before the 2 years, 3 months before that conditional green card is set to expire, you will have to file another application to remove the conditions and get permanent residency. And that's a 10-year green card.
Okay, beautiful. Depth, experience, knowledge. That's what these attorneys are all about, ladies and gentlemen. And they are with Pollack, Isaac, and DeSico, PPID, in New York, obviously in New York City. at 225 Broadway. And that's, don't ever go above the third floor. I just got to remind you guys that. It's on the third floor. And there's also offices in Peekskill and Brooklyn. All right. So make sure you call them 844-774-3529. The most powerful thing is not just getting the consultation, it's hiring them and letting them do the work. 844-774-3529. With that said, we conclude. Adam, thank you. Andrea, thank you. Maverick, Nelson Madrid, thank you so much. I'm quite sure we'll do this all over again on Monday.
Great show, and I'm a little disappointed that we didn't, poke more fun at Conrad today. He's not on. We could.
He needs his own spinoff. For someone.
Trust me, he does.
For someone who claims to be shy and I don't like talking on the radio.
This marketing and all of a sudden now.
You know who I blame, Squeeze, right?
Who?
I blame the case handler. I said, you created this monster.
It's true.
There you have it, folks.
Listen,
yeah, we all miss him today. All right. But I'm quite sure he'll be back soon,
Yeah, he'll be back. And to his credit, and he's probably not even watching right now, but ladies and gentlemen, this is a man that really put together an amazing law firm, a full service law firm. He took the firm over from his father, and he really has done a great job, and we're all here part of this firm because he's handpicked us. And if that's important to you, ladies and gentlemen, if you want somebody that's been handpicked by the maestro, then you know who to call, and that's Adam or Nelson or Andrea, and even Squeeze. Squeeze, he agreed. He's like, I like this guy. We're gonna go with him. So
of course,
he knows how to pick a winner.
Well, David, something I say, I've been with the firm for, I think it's going on 14 years. Mm-hmm. When I started, we were one of 4 or 5 offices occupying the 3rd floor. Now, we are the entire 3rd floor, have an office in Brooklyn and have an office in Peekskill. So I think we've done good things, right? And that's what I was going to say. I think we've done good things that have obviously enabled us to grow. We also have a personal injury department. We've also, as a firm, obviously increased in size. So I think that says a lot about who we are and the quality of work that we do.
Thank you so much. PPID, ladies and gentlemen, Pollack, Isaac, and DeSico. Nelson Madrid spoke. Andrea, thank you. Adam, thank you. Have yourself an amazing weekend. And remember to wear that mask. And if you're in New York, curfew is 10 p.m. If you're in New Jersey, you can now smoke. Have yourself an amazing week.